This is so important that you're here because it's literally about us. One of the questions I keep getting asked is how we met. Basically, the origin story of our love story, diba?
So here's the history of Morgan and Janeena.
Wow. 11 years ago. Wow. It was back in 2012. Throwback. I'll make it as fast as I can. Wow. Okay. And then, yeah, just help me out here with the little, how you remembered it. Let's just make kwento from each other's POV. It was at work. So a lot of people were wondering, schoolmates ba tayo? Batchmates ba? Or what? Well, batchmates. I was still in my previous TV station before because as a Bibo kid, diba? I was always hosting naman. I was a kiddie host. I was a teen reporter until I kind of grew up with that previous station. 5 years ako nandun from being a junior reporter. It was RPN 9 basically. Na naging CNN Philippines na ngayon wala na. But you know, that's life. So 5 years ako nandun, 14 years old up until 19 years old. And I had like a weekly segment in the news program. I was assigned the lifestyle news. It was so fun. So syempre that was way before the age of Instagram and all these mga TikTok reels and mga ganon. Basically, parang ganon yung ginagawa namin, featuring different restaurants, different ganaps, different yung mga puntahan, whatever is a hip and happening place. Mommy Sally is also a big part of this story. Diba, babe? She was always hands-on with me, helping me also, you know, search for the next na pwede kong i-feature. And she was like, hey, parang nice to sa Intramuros try mo nga. It was like these Segway rides in Intramuros. Na you get a tour of Intramuros riding those, diba? Like those two-wheeler things. And apparently, this guy owns the place, the boutique hotel called White Knight Intramuros. We basically scheduled a shoot for it. That was how I remembered it. Kwenta mo mamaya in your POV. And then, so yeah, basically, there was another shoot pala for, ano yun, Casa Manila ba or something?
Yeah, you were shooting for Casa Manila in RPM.
Apparently.
And then that day we were, you know, also having a press feature for the electric chariots.
I
tour
remember.
For going around Intramuros.
That's how mom spotted it pala. And she was like, baka nice din i-feature yan for the next episode. Yan pala yun. And then, I don't remember seeing you, but I think you kind of remember seeing me.
I saw you from afar. And then after that, I know you were like the host or, you know,
something.
The star of that show. But, syempre, hindi pa ako nakalapit sa'yo. So I approached, there was a
girl who approached
a tall manager-looking woman.
Yeah,
I remember her face that approached us and got her number. Said, hey, we want to feature that.
Basically.
And, you know, let's get in touch.
The next time I remember na, okay, eto na, dito na ako sa White Knight. I was interviewing you na, like, we did everything. And, okay. We exchanged numbers, we had a conversation, but yeah, parang, it's just, parang for me, it was just one of my shoots. So,
yeah, but in my point of view naman, before that interview, I already knew that you were the one interviewing me.
Really?
Because I was informed that the host would be Janeena Chan.
Wow!
So I did some research. And
we're both reminiscing. It's been a while since we last talked about this in detail.
Yeah, so when I did some research, and I said, this might be my destiny.
Wow! Well, you said that?
Yes.
Grabe naman yung my destiny.
Yeah, it could be. I said, that time, siguro weeks before that time, maybe 2-3 weeks before that time, I actually prayed to God to, you know, lead me to the right one.
Wow!
And then I said, the characteristics of the one I was looking for. So when I researched you, I go, this looks to fit the looks, So I go, maybe it might be the one, might be my destiny, who knows?
And then after a week or a few weeks, I received this text, and he was like, thank you for the interview. I want to thank you for it. Let me take you out to dinner as a gesture of my appreciation. And I was like, I didn't want to have a relationship at that time. Parang chill pa ako eh. Parang I wanted to relax muna. And that wasn't my priority. So, wow, sabi ko, thank you so much. But I was just, it's part of my job. No need. Parang ganon. Basically, I turned him down. After a while, I forgot what you replied exactly. Did you even remember? Or parang you just let it, okay, sige, parang, okay then.
Yeah, I didn't reply.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then after a few weeks again, he was like, paano ba ako aangulo again? How am I gonna make my comeback? And how do I see her or meet her again? I think you remember from one of our conversations, because of course, when I interview people, we would exchange conversations of what else you do ba? And, you know, the usual. And I think he remembered that time na I would also model, diba? And I did naman. I was a full-time host model. And at that time, I was 19 years old. I was still in Ateneo. I was still in Ateneo. I was still in school. Wow, daming ginagawa. And then, I think he remembered that na career-oriented si ate girl natin. And that was the angle that he chose. So he was like, he texted me again after a few weeks. I remember, medyo matagal din eh. Diba you model, can you model for the hotel? Because we need a model for it eh. And I was like, okay. So basically, it's work. So, dun tayo sa work. Yun na. And it was for the hotel back there, White Knight. And nagmodel na ako. And then, puro wedding gowns, guys. Nakakaloka. Wedding gowns talaga. Well, so bakit? It made sense because it's pang wedding eh.
Yeah,
diba?
it's a popular wedding venue for the middle class.
Yes,
White
popular.
Knight Hotel
Yes, in
Intramuros.
Intramuros, diba?
Yeah.
So naloka ako because there was a photographer and then there was this, and he was there the whole time. Sabi ko, wow, dito to, nakabantay ah. And then there was another woman na staff niya. She was helping me dress up, like zipping up the, sa CR, the wedding gowns, wedding gown talaga gagawin. Aasawahin na agad. She was helping me zip it up. And she, grabe talaga. Sabi ko, it's a trap talaga. She was like, ayan, si Sir, napakabait, napakagaling, napakatalino. Oh my gosh, guys, sobrang buttering me up to like you and to, obviously it was that. And then, at the end of the day, syempre, I remember kasama ko pa si Ate Jessa, yung my yayay. Okay, si Ate Jessa. It was around dinner time na and that was part of the, post-shoot kakain. Pero, syempre, ako lang naman yung talent doon. We had to share a meal. Grabing had to. We were sharing a meal and then it felt like a job interview. But at the same time, at least walang labuan, diba? Walang labuan portion. I knew his intentions right away. He was like, okay, do you have a boyfriend? Yeah, again. So, okay. And then so funny, like literally nasa kabilang table lang si Ate Jessa. And I don't even know if she could hear us, but whatever. Ikaw, based on your POV, what was it like?
Well, I had my script and I knew what I wanted to ask.
You knew, no?
And I knew the questions that would form the dialogue and the general idea of the conversation.
Basically, naloka ako, guys. And then after a while, okay, like obviously I knew this guy was gonna pursue me. I didn't know how much. Pero pag uwi ko, sabi ko parang, di ko type, parang okay lang, alam mo yun. But very important yung pagsabi ko doon because guys, love grows. Wow! Love grows. And sometimes you got to, let it grow and give the person a chance. He was very persistent eh. And it was really my mom. Oh, you really have to thank her a lot. My mom who encouraged me. She was like, go try mo na. Kasi si mommy, stalker din yan eh. I know you would hear this in passing pag kinukwento ko to my other friends. She helped me research. Sino ba to? Sino ba tong guy? May mga journals about yet or maybe you wrote something. I forgot na. Basta she found out na you were top of your class, like magna cum laude, valedictorian of La Salle, engineer, na very smart, very brainy. And she was like, parang may future to. Ganon. And she was like, sige, try mo na. Sige na, try mo na. If it really weren't for my mom who pushed me to date you, di ko talaga gagawin. Kasi parang, what's the rush? Or parang, okay lang. But I did. And then I just went for it. And then we would meet, like there was one Saturday we met na official date na natin yun. And then I remember it was in Rockwell. We watched the most unromantic movie. I don't know why. That was the only nice movie. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. What even? Where did we have dinner?
Cantineta.
Oh my gosh.
Classic restaurant.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so yeah, and then after that, I remember, I think the next Saturday na ba? Or maybe a few weeks after pa. I think you knew that the key to my heart was family talaga. And then I remember you brought my mom with me. Sige, bring them. My mom and my sister to Antonio's ba? In Tagaytay.
Yeah.
And then parang nag-ikot-ikot pa tayo sa Tagaytay Highlands. We saw some ducks or like, it was so wholesome, guys. Right?
Yeah,
We saw some like, I remember seeing some animals.
Yeah, there's a zoo inside Tagaytay
For some reason. And yeah, then I think after that, those were the two core memories. Yung starting pa lang tayo. Up until parang naging routine na siya na, okay, I'll see you again next Saturday. We're both very family oriented din kasi. So we just don't just date around just for fun. Like it has to be for the long term. So I think those were the same values that we shared, which clicked. And I think the thing is, okay, kwento ko lang really quickly the dynamics of our relationship. Like, we're both busy people. And initially, and hindi rin siya ma-text. And parang different siyang person sa text. So parang, we're not even ma-text. We're not even super ma-call. But we just have like a non-negotiable date night, which it's usually Saturdays. And then, that's why yung 11 years namin doesn't feel like super long. And yet, it's okay, It's a good formula for us. And we like that we miss each other also. And there's enough room for us to grow individually. And then when we see each other, we miss each other and then we catch up a lot. Parang mas quality yung kwentuhan because we share more. We share more with each other when we see each other. Basically, yeah. The rest is history. Okay naman, I think we complement each other. He's very patient. Sometimes I can be impatient, but I learn to be patient with him. And I think we both bring out the best in each other. I guess so, no? When we're together, we're just like playmates. We're just very, I think dun kami nagkakasundo. We just love to have fun. Makulit. He's very makulit. He just doesn't seem that way at the start because he's very observant at the start. But when he's so comfy, oh my gosh, guys, he can't shut up. Yeah. So I'm always entertained by him and I always learn a lot from him. And I think vice versa, we have the same wavelength.
Yes.
That's why I guess that's why we lasted. For you, what was the secret to our long relationship?
Oh, well, we were both Christ-centered.
Oh, also that. So yeah, that's it. That's the story of how I met your father.
So that's a very wonderful story of how we met, and hope that it's inspired you.
Wow!
Because prayers is what led to our meeting. So that's what I always say.
I guess the lesson here is don't get disheartened. Also, if I think you're before nga I'd be like, parang buti okay lang na I would tell people na I rejected you at the start.
Yeah, of course.
But for you,
yeah, that's good because it shows that I'm a very enduring person, and I don't give up easily or at all. That's why what they call this, that's the kind of attitude that I've been growing in when I do business or going through challenges in life. You never give up, and even if whatever happens, the result is better than when you gave up. So as long as you keep fighting, the chances will always be there. Patience and then an enduring spirit. So that's one of the things that I had, perseverance.
Yes. Wow, love that. Okay, guys. So yeah, more content like this from us. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and comment down below if you can on whatever platform you're listening or watching from. Let us know your favorite moments from this episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.